1 second. Alright. Let's get started, shall we? We're just gonna jump straight into it.
Can't be too prepared. Stocking up. Look out below!
I'd be grateful for a moment of your time. All Mother says we should give as we're given. Will you accept this as thanks?
You have my thanks, and the thanks of my family.
I need to work on my hunting. Now I can because of you. Thanks.
That was all I wanted to tell me, was a big ol' thanks.
You saved my life. I promise.
trying to stealth. For once. One of the hunting lenses up here. Oh, nice. Wait a minute, merchant. Oh, sweet. That's actually kind of what I needed right now. Well, YOLO. I have no idea what we're doing, but YOLO.
Eclipse.
I'm not showing any focuses at that location. Shouldn't be anything you can't handle on your own. Carry on.
Thanks. On my own, all right.
I missed. Well... So...
Do you know what this album is?
Ow. Biggest vow. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
This'll help.
Okay.
The Grave Horde. And the shadow of a metal devil. Great. A battle. Frozen in ice. In time.
Say it again, Lieutenant.
I got you. Titan is through the defenses. Still on approach. The live one. And he's pissed.
We got no mobility in here. It'll punch right through us.
We hold the hedge at all costs. Then push back out.
Are you getting this, Silence? Silence?
Titan inbound. Same play as Akron. Base defense locks it down. We engage, sever the lens, blast out the foundries.
Another day in the life. Mercantile, very close.
They're inside, too.
MIB on point. Hoorah!
Oh my. So they were fighting something aimed at it.
Looks like quite an enduring victory we put our foot in today.
Contact in 30 seconds.
Hey, I think that's enough time for Sobek to finish Zero Dawn.
If this is really it, I gotta say, it's been an honor
comes.
Brace for contact!
Silence, you getting this?
What is it?
All these soldiers. They died here.
People die all the time. I'll keep going and find something interesting.
Rude.
Now they're hunting me. That does it. Time to take a look around the room. Operation Enduring Victory. What did that mean? Whatever it was, doesn't seem to have turned out very well.
They named it Operation During Fear. It sounds like they took a name photo, right?
Log.
Must have been where the soldiers slept.
First battle of the Eastern Seaboard
Like
Wall.
the Lodge in Mother's Heart, I
And
guess.
a long run up to it. This was before Kalmar, and projections were a lot worse for the East. For 3 weeks, we kept getting scrambled out to some coastal burg to train Minutemen. It was always raining on
was this
account of
place?
Europe already being torched. Block after block of prefab barracks. They were still printing barracks right up until the hour the main force hit. The Minutemen? We ran combat drills with them in the streets where they'd lived, trying to pretend they might live to die somewhere else if they paid attention. Nothing worse than the ones who actually bought into it. Hopeful, pestering us with questions about Zero Dawn like we know something they don't. I swear, the more we do this, the more like the bots we are. Except they learn from every fight. And us? I'm not so sure. Recalls, I've been instructed to remind you of Article 115 of base policy regarding unauthorized use of processor cycles. Specifically 115C. Any holographic simulation not directly related to operational training or efficiency. Consider yourself reminded and enjoy your gaming. Log. Third Battle of California Marine. The swarm came in from the Pacific, and I don't know if it was the local Minutemen or the crazy 15th, but they'd set the garbage patch alight. Man, the sea was on fire. That stuff was... The first wave of bots came in covered in burning sludge. They bought us an hour or two of slaughtering them on the beaches before the swarm recalculated. We pulled them inland, back through the Kalmar sprawl. Dropped buildings on them, EMP'd the grid. Standard operating procedure.
That's a nice operating procedure.
The last time I was in California, I was 5, 6. The light was like that vintage social net filter that was everywhere in the 40s.
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the wreck and recalls, I don't know, 20 drops. In and out of the West Coast, fighting with these civilian enlistees, scrappy guys and gals. Their training is basically, here's a DEW, when you see a bot, hit it. Somehow it's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse at Lithium Beach. Pulled out before its buddies arrived, but to see a big one go down, I hope you made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're gonna have a shot at turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs, and everything will be the way it used to be.
Yeah, Project Zero Dawn will make everything the way it used to be. I don't even know what Project Zero Dawn is yet.
Days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployments are getting real long and tougher every time. The swarm's getting better at predicting us. Less of us now. And we have to put in 10 times the work for everyone gone. Like a family business on hard times, only... This isn't my family. It's not with you. I still try to see you. The life we had in the eyes of the people out there. I remember when they were glad to see us.
It was the
when they
middle
still
world.
had hope.
Guess they were used to it.
It all seems to be slipping away. I don't even recognize the places we're defending. The only thing I know I'm still fighting for is... you. The Zero Dawn to turn this around? Whatever the hell that is.
We fit the notebook one.
Just one dead. Maybe their war chief's room.
Oh yes, they were replacing the soldiers with robots. What could possibly go wrong? These were the last ones. It's fine. Yeah.
Red light. Guess that means no power. Whatever powered this door should be close by.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
North, what? Something directions. 1 second. I just spilled food. Therefore, I must pick it up. Okay, I couldn't really repeat that.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
I'm trying so hard to figure it out. North? I have a feeling it has something to do with the directions. So north and not okay, one more time.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
I don't get it, but we'll hit buttons until we figure it out.
Three power lines, resources. That makes one.
Okay, that's the first one. Okay, where are the other two? Oh, there's one over there. I googled it, guys. I gave up. Puzzles
That's
are
two.
not
One more.
my thing. With this one. Over there.
Okay, that did it. Sounds like that did it. is being used. No voices. No more clips. Must be another way in. Some kind of power cell. I wonder what it's for.
Oh boy.
It's them, all right. They're not looking for answers. Just weapons.
They just want stuff.
Move along now.
I may bamboozle myself with this. Now that's strategy. What's your head made out of?
Finally.
Finally. Something to hope that's fine. Can you not come back here? Ha! I feel like I hit him, but already. I have the pew pew machine.
Calm, calm.
What's on this? Did I not just do it out of something? Beautiful, I did it. So smooth, perfect. I just keep a gun with me? You never know what we're gonna run into, right? Never mind, doesn't care if we jump across. Darn. Goodbye, gun. I had so much fun. Ooh, more stuff in here.
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the Reckon recalls, fighting with these civilian enlistees, scrappy guys and gals. It's all coming
No, I'm
together.
good.
Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse. I hope it made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs. I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployment's, getting real long. We have to put in the work for everyone. Like a family business. I still see you in the eyes of the people out there. They were glad to see us. They still had hope. I'm still fighting for you.
Status report. 9th Mechanized Response Brigade, Commanding Officer Lieutenant Fiona Morrell. Unit morale continues to be adversely impacted by outbound engagements against the Pharaoh Plague, especially when said engagements occur in sectors where civilian guard enlistees have been heavily engaged. The scope and nature of fatalities suffered by civilian guard and unarmed civilians in these sectors defy description. And witnessing it is generating a pervasive sense of hopelessness in the unit. Accordingly, I once again request that deployments of the 9th MRB be temporarily refocused on facilities that are mission critical to Project Zero Dawn. And once again, I request an immediate update on the status of Project Zero Dawn's timeline.
Ames, I don't even know if you're alive anymore. The mails I get from you, they say they're from you, but they don't sound... They sound recycled. Phrases put together, and you don't say anything about the news I pass on. The containment zone, the rebreathers, the rioting, One Earth. What happened in the Dallas bubble, Ames, that wasn't the robots. They won't even give me a straight answer when I demand to know if you're still alive. They just say if your messages keep coming, then you're still operational. It's not fair, Ames. It's not fair that you won't be with me when the lights go out. I love you.
That's so sad.
Ames, I know I mail you too much. I'm just proud of what you're doing. Everyone back home is. We got moved inland 10 kilometers, just as a precaution, they say. School's still in session, so I get to keep my eye on Andres and Reggie. We never know where or when you're fighting, but when the VTOLs go over, all the kids run out and wave. I believe in you. I know nothing's ever gonna be the same, but I believe in you. I believe in us.
Good morning, Heartless. How are you today? I'm okay. I'll click it to suck us off.
map of what?
Our world. The planet Earth, Aloy. It's not flat like you thought.
Why would I think that? During eclipses, the shadow cast on the moon is curved. So our world is a globe. And it looks like this, from a distance.
We'll discuss this another time. Back to the matter at hand.
The Faro robots were spreading across the world, eating everything up. Somehow, Elizabeth stopped them before it was too late. But how?
It's the Earth. Okay, I had a feeling we would have to go that way.
Need them soon enough.
Open sesame. Yep, I had a feeling something would be up.
The eclipse. Tampering with a metal devil.
Are they trying to bring it to life?
They don't think they can wake it, do they?
Cause I don't really want to fight that.
Watch out!
Oh lordy. I have to fight that, don't I? Oh, yep. Kill the Deathbringer and the Eclipse troops. Oh, great. Here we go again.
Gotcha.
It's... Oh dear. Chuckles, I'm in danger. Oh, yep. Yeah, that fall is gonna kill me. Okay. So, don't engage until I'm down on the ground. Gotcha. I don't know what I'm doing. But go team! Do I have to watch this part again? I suppose that giving me the medical stuff should have been a hint that something was up.
Another Komish. And this one can move.
Okay. So, because it can break the thing, we'll have to get down first. There goes my element of surprise. Just don't notice me. This is going to end terribly. Calling it right now. Now we go. We're committing mistakes. Okay, now this will be fine, I swear. I'm hiding. You can't see me. Okay, I see. If I just hide over here, everything will be okay. Stay away from me. Okay, did I take out all the people? Now we just gotta deal with, this one. Can you stop breaking my cover? This is going really well. Friendly fire is a beautiful thing. Yeah, you saw that. It is. Okay, can you stop destroying my cover? So I can, like, give a strategy for, like, a second? Okay, well, that was something. Aha. Now that's strategy. Pixie's backed up. Guy and cover fear. Alright, this will do for now. Can I light it on fire? It's only doing 6 damage, but that helps. Oh, we completely destroyed the stairs. Never mind, back we go. Wait. Ha, I did knock something off. I got something. Wonder if I can get this one. That helped. That helped. Alright. Now we just gotta take it out the rest of the way. Almost gotcha. Gotcha.
The soldiers long ago. They had to fight hundreds of those.
a bunch of skill points, that's right, because I keep leveling up. That went really well. I killed it. Smooth. Hopefully I don't have to fight anything else, because who? What was that? Fine. Alright, what we got? Something over here. Biosphere degradation, Nani. Ah, the atmosphere was doomed. Okay. Basically, the Earth was doomed. Sounds like fun. That's just a
Dr. Sobek, as projected, the Wichita salient has collapsed. 5 Horus-class Titans have broken through. We predict contact in 34 hours.
Everything is in position, General. I took a few shortcuts to pull everything together, but Zero Dawn is functionally complete. Good to go.
That enduring victory served its purpose after all.
Yes, if we'd had even one day less.
I've sent you an encoded file, Doctor. Please do me the favor of archiving it.
I'll see what I can do. What is it?
A brief statement. An allocution of crimes, I guess you'd call it.
To what are you admitting guilt?
Over the past 16 months, Doctor, I have presided over the greatest wholesale slaughter of military personnel and civilians in the history of history. Genghis Khan, Hitler, Stalin, Sorabella. Add them all together. They don't even come close.
You didn't do the killing, General.
No, not directly. But I didn't wind up the highest-ranked military commander in the United States by resisting the automation of the armed forces. Even before the swarm, Doctor, I was helping death along. So, instead of letting what I've done sink into the murk, forgotten, I sent a file with all the details. Let posterity judge my actions with clear vision.
I'll do as you ask, General. But you should consider that were it not for your actions, our actions, there wouldn't be any posterity to judge us.
Perhaps. Dr. Sobek.
At ease, General. And goodbye.
Hell of a thing.
Biggest of oofs. War crimes, my dudes. Let's activate the thing. Ooh.
Thank you, Dr. Sobek. You can take a seat.
What? You're going to thank her after what she just said?
Dr. Sobek has made the situation very clear, General, and given us an option. We should all be thanking her.
No, it's just... I mean, my God.
Maybe take this discussion offline.
There's not going to be any discussion. You saw the numbers. Now, Pharaoh, he'll foot the bill, but his money can't buy the time necessary to complete Zero Dawn. That can only be paid for in blood.
Oh, come on. If we upgrade our fleet, crack the code somehow...
Were you not listening? Robots can't do the fighting for you this time. When it comes to hacking, this rogue swarm is an apex predator. Anything automated you throw at it, they will hijack and take over.
But this... we'd be throwing civilians into a meat grinder.
Commanders, the enemy we're facing self-replicates faster than we can kill it. And it eats biomass as fuel. Zero Dawn is all we've got.
But what is Zero Dawn? That's
so
what
we
I
put
want
a
to
railgun in
know.
the hand of every civilian strong enough to carry one, show them where the trigger is, and point them to the front? How the hell do we sell that?
By giving them something to fight for. Zero Dawn. The top secret super weapons program that will save us. So long as humanity holds off the swarm long enough for Dr. Sobek and her team to finish it. The file I'm sending contains the war plan for Operation Enduring Victory.
War plan? This is a war crime.
It may be ugly, but it's something. Consider the alternative. Dr. Sobek, I've secured use of a decommissioned orbital launch base outside Bryce, Utah as the Zero Dawn staging area. Plenty of space there. When can you get started?
I've already mailed you a list of Alpha and Beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals or subjects of corporate holdings, so extracting them...
Leave that to me. You'll get your dream team. Count on it.
Then I'll be off.
Space. It had something to do with space. Got it. I got it.
Launch base. What is that? What did these people do?
What did
What
these
did
people do?
Elizabeth do?
That is the question of the day. What did these people do? It had something to do with space, guy. It's a scene.
Glad to be rid of that place. Now I just need to find the orbital launch base they talked about.
I've checked my data and located the base. That's the good news.
And the bad?
It's directly underneath the Citadel. The palace at Sunfall.
The capital of the Shadow Carja. Not exactly convenient.
The palace is crawling with Eclipse agents. Many in positions of authority, all of them wearing focuses. The moment they see you, Hades will too. He'll issue another kill order, and this time, the entire Shadow Carja military will be after you.
So, disable their focuses. You've done it before.
It's not that simple. Too many focuses in one place, each of them communicating with each other and back to Hades, a whole network of them.
Network? What's that?
Imagine a vast, invisible web stretched across the land from end to end, connecting focuses together, allowing them to communicate over vast distances instantaneously.
Alright, so is there some way to cut the web down?
Crash the network. Audacious. Yes. There is a way. A weak point in the network.
Point the way.
I'll send the location data to your focus. Head there, and I'll be in touch when you're close with more directions.
What was Zero Dawn? What sort of super weapon did Elizabeth make? She stopped the machines. Not before the world she knew, her civilization, ended. Let's hope it won't come to that again.
Where is it? Oh, wow. It is way over there. Sure. The game makes me go way up here for one quest, and then it's like all the way back down there for another. You got anything up here? I just helped my death. Oops. Alright, good to know you can't jump down. We'll just fast travel, it's fine. Alright, we will just TP ourselves all the way down there. Let's see what's the closest one we got. There. Oh, I suppose we could stop by. We're idiot. I cannot fast travel this time. Hold on. Wait. Is it because I wasn't... How am I getting down? How... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. No, I got nothing. Am I stuck? Because jumping down there was not an option. Confused? Oh, you know what they say, YOLO. If we die a bunch of times, that's okay, right? Because I can't travel, can I? Yeah, it's not letting me. Interesting maneuver game.
Now, how am I
there we
gonna
go.
get down from here?
We're questioning gravity for the time. Wee! Oh, okay. We're just taking the entire thing down. I'll take it.
I'd do that again, if it weren't so much work to get back up there.
Yeah, hell no, we're not going back up there. Okay, now we're going back down. We on an adventure.
Atop the Hunter's Lodge. Never thought I'd see that sunrise.
Okay, over to the village.
Some Oseram girl applied to the city guard the other
I
day.
need like a merchant real quick. Anyone got a get this? Did I go to the right one? No. Well, there's some merchant on the way. Never mind. Plus, we'll take the boys.
Dervahl should die for his crimes.
If it, oh, gosh darn it is. Why can't people be down on the ground? Never mind, it wasn't that important. If we run into one on the way, great.
Grazers. Can override them if I don't spook them. plans for the trail?
Is it up? It is up. Gosh darn it. Well, there has to be a way up. Unless I can choose this way, just sit. We're gonna figure this out. Let's stop thinking it's out. It is okay. If I have to run back, I'm gonna be so disappointed. But I understand. This is okay, I know. I have to turn around. Game, how do you expect me to just magically... Fuck, did I have to be up the entire time? Dear God. I don't suppose there's just a magical things to get up there. No, there is. If I climb it. Alright, sweet. And we climb, we shall. Either way, and the gravity-defying jumps. Can I get the arm strength of Aloy?
Only the Carja and Shadow truly deserve Carja.
Just casually climbs an entire cliffside? Like, can I get that strength?
Keep that for later. Still.
very close now.
I was wondering when you'd speak up.
There's a sheer rock wall just ahead. Look close, and you'll find handholds leading up.
Oh, really? And who put those there, Right. Why would I expect an answer? It's so much more exciting to keep it all a mystery. Crash the Eclipse Focus Network, he said. So how are we gonna do that? Oh, wait. I forgot. We won't. I do all the dangerous stuff. You just listen in.
Where is the line, though? He won't do anything. We will take care of all of the fighting and probably dying, because this is me. We always die.
This one's coming down hard.
Well then, let's have some fun. We got anything awesome here? Let's see. I'll take my free loot. Because loot is important.
Useful?
Let's have some fun. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a stealth mission, but we could possibly go around. Oops, I fell. Well, I suppose that works too. Oops. I kind of went away for a second. Anyway, goals. This is gonna be like true laziness, but I kinda need to save too. I let myself fine. Okay, now let's have some. Oh no, please don't tell me you're doing Lighthouse. Heartless, I had like the most cursed lighthouse run yesterday. And it was truly something like good knives do, but the Empire is a cancer and I am the barber's blade. I'll tear you limb from limb. Your suffering is not yet over. Escape this.
There are the handholds, right where you'd said they'd be. Did you get that, Silence? No? Fitting name you got there.
Silence, because he's always silent. Aloy, I need you to actually do the climbing though. Oh, there was a thing up here. I suppose I didn't.
Alright, what now?
You wait, that's what. Take a seat at the campfire and rest.
Tenzin, please, she is short and back up. No.
At least I'll have a fire to keep me company. How nice of you to finally drop by.
Our purpose this night is to crash the Focus network.
Yeah, tell me the part I don't know. How?
For starters, you'll need to infiltrate the Eclipse's main base.
We're gonna die, but it's okay.
What?
That's right. Fortunately for you, I brought you round to the back way. It's right through that crevice. Once you reach the base, you'll see the objective. A derelict tall neck that's been extensively modified. Climb the tall neck. Grafted into the top of its disk, you'll find a module of sorts. Destroy that, and the Focus network will crash.
So you were part of the Eclipse?
I've never been part of anything. I serve my own interests, always.
Nice.
But it is the case that I assisted the Eclipse before I sensed the threat they might become. It was a mistake that I'm doing what I can to correct.
What sort of assistance did you give them?
Head through that crevice, Aloy. You have more important things to do than
Dude,
ask
you
questions.
so worked. He so worked for the stupid Eclipse, didn't he? He worked for the Eclipse. Calling it now. He knows too much anyway. He knows way too much information. This man was like, I'm not talking to working. He was something important. He knows too much. Right. Go down. Oh lordy, we come right into machine time.
More like soldiers. Held in reserve for a war yet to come.
It's not even instant anymore. Oh lord! What have I done? Can I run back? I changed my mind. Alright, this should be fine. We just need to create strategy. Oh lordy. No, it's because it was red-eyed. It's red-eyed. Oh, okay, there are like 5 of them. It's fine. I can deal with that. No, I can't.
Here they come.
Alright, smooth. Our stealth mission is off to a great start.
Handy. Alright, the time for stealth has passed.
The time for running like a madman has come.
Your business.
As you can see, I've clearly mastered the art that is stealth. Oh gosh, I thought it was the other one. Nope. Oh lord. Oh boy. I have no idea what we're doing, but yeah. Oh good lord. Can it get me if I climb? You gotta do the climbing. You'll never catch me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, there's even more things over here. Oh great. This stealth mission is off to a great start. What we got? Now we have corrupted scrappers. Oh great. Goodness, and they're all scrappers. Okay. Okay. We can do this. We just have to carefully and strategically this one's just walking back and forth. Can I still get that? Oops, I meant to get the other lamp. Well, okay, that's two. Stealth, my friends. Stealth. They're just walking back and forth, but okay.
Low and quiet does it. Safe. For a few minutes, anyway.
If we just strategically go from hiding spot to hiding spot, we'll be fine. I think. So I don't like that one. It's right there and it's just going back and forth.
Getting close now. Head for that ridge.
We just gotta get up there.
The tall neck's just over this ridge. You'll see it when you reach the top. Now be ready to act fast. You need to get in and get it done before they raise an alarm.
Great. So really, this is really truly stealth mission.
Here we go.
You getting this? I see the legs of a tall neck down there, but no tall neck.
Damn. The transmitter's been moved. Check down the ravine to the left.
How
Only
convenient.
place it could be.
The stealth mission became more stealth.
Toward the explosions. Great.
You got exactly one shot at this, Aloy, so spare the sarcasm and make it count. You see that
Silence,
bridge?
you don't get
over
to
the
be
ravine?
mean like that.
Memorize its location. There's a rappel point on the side. That'll be your way out.
And these Eclipse troopers?
Avoid them or kill them, your choice. The blasting should cover any noise you make. Find the tall neck and destroy the module on top.
Here we go.
There's no backing out now. It's stealth mission.
First night off in Shadow Shift in a whole week.
Or murder mission. You know me, I love both of them.
This preparation is delicious. To fight.
Get the start.
Blast it! Man down!
Is there fighting up ahead?
No. It's a mining operation. So long as you're quick, it won't affect you.
Oh good, another secret.
My lord, the 13th king of the Karja Sundom was murdered. Cut down by cowards who mistook firm rule for madness. Ever the strong are beset upon by the weak. So he said, as the traitors launched their assault. As their cannons forged by Oseram filth toppled the battlements and burst the gates. I would have fought to the end. But it was his will, the will of the sun, that I lead the prince and queen into the west, to safety. My lord did not hesitate. He saw his fate. He looked into the sun, and he did not blink. With me, he sent kestrels, nobles, sun priests, and slaves. Killing all that stood in the way, I carved a path to Sunfall. There, we joined others to gather the strength to take back our home. But
But our strength only faded until the buried shadow was brought to light. When I first set eyes on the buried shadow, I trembled. Was I not the chosen of the sun? A blazing light of faith to shred and scatter darkness? Was it not my place to destroy this devil? But High Priest Bahavas instructed me in the prophecy and set right my frame of mind. The murder of the true Sun King broke the cosmic cycle short of completion. The whole world cast into darkness, doomed. To resume and turn the wheel of time would require more than sun and faith. All forces must combine, all halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, night to day. Even a buried shadow wants the wheel to turn, for without a sun in the sky, there can be no shadow. When I first set eyes on the buried shadow, never does the sun show pity. And yet, when my wife died in birthing, and in dying into the life of my child unborn, I pitied myself. My lord sensed this, but instead of casting me down for weakness, he cast upon me a radiant beam of honor. He ordered my kin buried in the sacred caves reserved for royals and heroes. Unimaginable. Never again would I doubt that I am the chosen of the sun. Never again would pity find a place in me. Not for myself or another.
You know, I will be right back. Okay, we're back. Apologies. Okay, we got one more.
When sleep refuses to come, I think of our wedding night. How you welcomed me to the marital bed. How after, when you fell asleep, I lay there watching your delicate face. For all its beauty, I detested its fragility. A rage swelled up inside me. I abhorred that bed, how its softness threatened to swallow us up. And that room, the stench of incense, the fine embroidery of the drapes, all of it weak. I slipped from the bed, threw open the casement, and lay naked on the stone floor, determined to spurn all seductions of comfort. But when I woke the next morning, you lay beside me, naked as I in the cold. Your body, stretched beside mine, seemed chiseled from stone. I saw you wake, instantly alert, like an animal ready to strike. You said nothing. You did not have to. Already you had shown me beyond doubt that we were meant to be.
Now that's true love.
So long as King Itamen languishes at sunfall, coddled by his mother, he will never learn the true lessons of the sun. I have tried to instruct him, but the shadow of his mother's influence is upon him. I took him to the palace balcony to behold an offering of sacrifice in the ring, but he showed no thirst for it. He averted his gaze. Look to the sun, I told him. Do not shield your eyes. In all things it is absolute. One day it nurtures life, and the next scorches life away. It burns the skin of champions and wretches alike. Never does the sun show pity. That is the example a Sun King must follow. The example of your father. But before my instruction could take hold, she was there, clutching him to her robes, burying his face against her breast. How is a king to rule when he cannot even see?
This armor. There's only one man big enough to wear this.
The camera's off a little bit. Oop.
Helis. This is his shelter. Not exactly fancy.
What would you expect of a fanatic? His only extravagance is his brutality.
Every morning, I wake to the same nightmare.
Just enough to want to stop it.
The same
Proofs it's overlapping.
reality. Holy Meridian in the hands of profligates. Debased. The spire, towering above the horizon like a glittering spike through the center of my mind. Every daybreak in exile is a mark of failure. But the count of days runs thin. I will see Meridian retaken. The profligates slaughtered. A true king restored to the Mesa throne. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy.
You did it, but you almost...
He's a fanatic, all right. Single-minded.
Alright,
It
do
gives
this.
him a focus that you seem to lack. Now how about finding that Tallneck?
It would not have been easy to drag the Tallneck down this path. Why bother?
Just find it and get to the top. Destroy the module, and then get out fast as you can.
Sure is a lot of blasting up there. Sounds busy.
Busy enough not to notice you, let's hope.
Silence, now that you said that, we all know they're going to find me now. That's just how it works.
I see it. They've built some kind of structure around it.
Climb it. The sooner this is done, the better.
I don't like this. It feels wrong.
Everything here is wrong. Just get to the module and destroy it.
He's a little too insistent that we have to destroy this thing. Did this not get in? Is this a fake ladder? He's just a little too insistent that we have to destroy it. Now I'm suspicious of Silence. I mean, I already was, but now I'm really suspicious. Because he clearly knows something.
I see the module.
Good. Now be quick.
This is Hades?
Aloy, this is not the time.
Oh.
A metal devil.
Open the module's casing, now. Aloy, do as I say or all is lost.
How convenient. How convenient.
Entity has come here.
Hi, Hades.
Entity miscalculated. Entity cannot destroy me. I am beyond its reach.
Maybe you are. But this isn't!
So much for stealth. So much for stealth. So much for stealth. Well, we did survive another cliff fall, right? We only barely survived the first one. We should be okay. It's fine. Truly, it's fine. Please don't tell me I have to. Oh, I have to really run. Oh boy. Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
Are you kidding me?
I'm in.
Yeah, you think? What do you think I'm doing? Taking a nap?
Oh Lord. Oh boy.
No way.
That's a lot of things trying to murder me right now.
Brave trail.
Oh. Gosh darn it. What an anticlimactic death. I fell. Fuck. I jumped too far. I tend to jump a lot in this game. Holy cow. Okay.
Keep moving or you'll die.
Okay, move or die. Okay, go, go, go.
This looks easy. Yeah, you think? What do you think I'm doing? Taking a nap?
That's a lot of things trying to kill me. Ooh boy. I missed the one.
Almost out of it. What?
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. There are people in front of me! Don't mind me.
Are you kidding me?
Head left towards the gun.
Got it.
Whee!
Almost there.
Hi, don't mind me.
The whole base is on high alert.
Okay.
Yeah, I noticed.
Keep loading. Watch out, there's more ahead.
Bridge in sight.
There it is.
The way out.
I know.
Whee! We can survive a second cliff fall. It's fine. We survived the first one. Why not the second one too? Ow. I mean, ow. We're fine. We're okay. Everything is fine now.
rough going, but you survived.
You knew Hades was there and you sent me to him?
I won't deny I risked your life, but it was the only way.
Wow.
Now, with the focus network down, we can both get what we want. Access to the secrets of Zero Dawn.
I'm past trusting you with secrets.
Good. That means you're wising up. Trust is for fools. It shifts and crumbles like sand. A poor foundation for any partnership. But mutual self-interest, now that is a solid bedrock upon which you and I might build a new science of understanding.
I don't like this guy anymore.
We both need answers, Aloy. And thanks to you, we're on the verge of grasping them. It's unfold. We'll speak again.
You miserable... Damn him.
Sir, you almost killed me, and I'm supposed to just be okay with
If I
this?
could toss this focus and be rid of you, Silence, I would. But we both know I need it. Sunfall it is. And Zero Dawn.
Hang on one sec. I got a trophy. What was this one? Well, now wasn't that a good time? Do not tell me it's making me go on an adventure. Wait, wasn't that the spot I was supposed to avoid? Because Silence was like, you don't want to go there. Take you back to Meridian.
Machines took down another freehold in the south. I know what I mean.
Is it just me, or how much of people walks? There are places to be.
Okay. Gonna save. Okay. What an adventure. We only saw Hades. What a good time.
you just have to take a minute and get your cares and worries.
But that's enough of Horizon Zero Dawn. But we will definitely continue. I won't take like a week off again, I promise. We will be right back.